Hi, my name is Ines and I'm a Bible teacher. And I just wanted to do this video of a short preview of Bible study so that you could see what it's like. And then if you like it, then you can contact me and I can connect you with a Bible teacher. So I wanted to go over a passage in John chapter 9 this morning. It's the beginning of the account of when Jesus healed a man born blind. So I'll read verses 1 through 3 in John chapter 9. As he went along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" "Neither this man nor his parents sinned," said Jesus, "but this happened so that the work of God might be displayed in his life." So when Jesus' disciples saw this man, they saw what a terrible condition he was in, and he was blind from birth, right? So what an unfortunate life he's had with this disability. And so naturally, they came to wonder, why? Why does he have this condition? Why was he born this way? And their conclusion was that it must be because somebody sinned. It was either this man or his parents. But he was born blind, so if he sinned, then what sin did he commit in his mother's womb that he would come out blind? But anyways, that was their understanding, that this blindness was God's curse. If we think about it, then this man's blindness is a punishment from God. And so if it's a punishment from God, then what can you do? What can you do to change the situation? Basically nothing, right? You're kind of stuck and you just have to deal with it, or write out your sentence. So it's a really fatalistic way of thinking to see it that way. What was Jesus' answer? Well, in verse 3, he says, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happened so that the work of God might be displayed in his life." So he says that basically this man's disability was not the result of someone's sin. It was not punishment, but it was so that the work of God could be displayed through this man. In other words, this happened for a great purpose. So we see that this man is actually God's chosen instrument. This man is uniquely equipped for a great work of God. Even he's equipped far better than many other people because of this condition. So how do you think the man would feel if he heard this message? What? So I'm not being punished? So then God doesn't hate me? But I'm God's chosen instrument? He would be so happy and relieved. And the most miserable man becomes a really happy man to see that he is uniquely equipped and prepared to reveal the glory of God. So what about God's will upon your life and my life? Well, through this passage, we see that we are here so that we can display the work of God in our lives. And we all have suffering. We all have pain, painful experiences, sorrow, difficulties and challenges. And sometimes we really wonder, why? Why did that happen to me? Why is my life like this? Without Jesus, or without Jesus's perspective, then we just become really fatalistic about it. And then we even complain and we blame, and the whole situation is really hopeless. Maybe even we become really angry and bitter. But when we come to Jesus, we see that actually we are uniquely qualified to display God's work in our lives. God has prepared us so that we could reveal His glory through our lives. So then, if we have that kind of perspective, then there's no hopelessness, no fatalism. So then when we think about our lives and our experiences and difficulties, we find that God is using all of these things to prepare and equip us to do good works in our lives. So in Jesus, there's really no darkness at all, but there's always light. So this passage really reminds us of a verse in Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10 says, "For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So we can really look at our lives through this lens and see that God is preparing us for good works. All right, so I hope you liked that really short Bible study, just a couple verses. But I wanted you to get a little taste of what Bible study is like, and if it seems that something that will help you or that you will enjoy, then please feel free to contact me, and I can connect you with a Bible teacher. All right, hope you have a great day.